My name is Jennifer Penrose, owner of Penrose and Associates Physical Therapy, and I want to talk to you a little bit about balance and falls, and basically there's a lot that can go into balance. So one thing is if you can't feel the ground as well, so if you suffer from neuropathy or numbness in your feet, that will put you at a disadvantage for balance. And another piece of it is if you're a little weaker in your legs or your hips especially, you're not going to be able to react as well. You don't have the strength, the reaction time. And then you also have your inner ear, which is your vestibular system. And so we test that with people. If you try to balance on one leg and close your eyes, and you can't do that, you have a pretty weak vestibular system because we took away your vision. You've really got to rely on your inner ear when you take the vision component away. So there's different ways to test yourself on if your vestibular inner ear system is weak. This is probably a good way to put it. Just hasn't been used or challenged. And balance is one of those systems. I want to destroy the myth that balance just gets worse with age and there's nothing you can do about it. You can absolutely do something about it. You need to practice. You need to do some balance activities, which are really easy to implement in your day. So balance is a key thing to keep your independence and your mobility and not suffer a greater injury. So I highly recommend, if you're starting to notice that you're a little more unsure and you're holding on to walls and furniture when you walk around, it is very, very likely that you're at a higher risk for falls. And getting a fall screening and working with a physical therapist could definitely save yourself a whole lot of heartache and pain and being in a hospital or assisted living place. So really, really, really take note if you or a loved one is starting to move a little slower, holding on to furniture when you're walking intermittently, the walls, and just starting to limit your activities because you're a little more worried going out in public and potentially having to navigate curbs, uneven surfaces, how far you have to walk. So that's what we're here for. Don't take it as like, oh, I'm just getting older, this is just how it's going to be. You really do have to fight for that independence and that strength and mobility, and that's what we love to do. We want to keep you that way, keep you as mobile and active as possible. So happy to help, and hopefully that gives you just a little insight on balance is more than just having strong muscles. It's about being able to feel, so that numbness piece of it or the neuropathy, the inner ear, your vestibular system, your visual system, even thinking about your medications and the side effects that they might have with your balance. There's a lot of different components that affect balance. And if you're feeling the effects of that in a negative way, we'd be happy to do a screening for you and see if you actually need some physical therapy to keep you active and mobile and prevent a devastating fall. It really changes people's lives. So let's try to prevent something like that from happening. So happy to help. Thanks.